some really good relationships, and in fact I had joined a networking breakfast which we met once a fortnight and had been doing that for nearly 10 months when I met Effective Referrals, and I had had no referrals out of it despite going every 2 weeks for 10 months. So that's a big, as I said, a disconnect. And it wasn't that people were not keen to do it, it's just that no one really knew how to identify when to refer and how to refer. And so that's where I think we all struggled, everyone in the group, it wasn't just myself. I used to think that I was referring clients out because I would say, you need a will, for example, and go and see a solicitor, and here's a solicitor you could go and see. And as far as I was concerned, I was referring to the person in my networking group, and I figured that was me doing my bit. And it turns out that everyone in the group was doing a very similar approach. What I now do is every single appointment seems to naturally lead. I don't set things up. It just, as we always did before, we'd come across the topic of wills, for example, and instead of saying you should get a will and go and see this person, I actually go through the process of identifying why a will is important, make them realise the issue and how something needs to be addressed, at which point I offer to have the person that I refer to contact the client. And therefore it actually goes ahead, and the clients are very happy because they get something taken care of, whereas before I just gave them something to do.
Back then I probably had a view of not understanding where to start with referrals, and I knew that referrals were the best way of gaining new clients, but how to start that journey and attract new referral partners was definitely something that I had no idea on, what was the first step in the process. I think over the time from 12 months ago to where we are today, I've got a much better understanding of where we need to work towards, but the journey's only just starting. So there's still a lot of work to do in understanding lots of things like techniques on how to gain trust with referral partners, and also understanding what referral partners want from you.
Going back then, looking at referral partners and building those relationships, very much was hit and miss at that point. And there was no real structure around it. It was, they came along when they came along. You didn't necessarily go out and really seek those opportunities. You always had it in the back of your mind, but certainly no strategy or structure around that. Joining FMD and getting ERM involved has given me that structure now and the confidence to know that I can go out and build those relationships and bring something worthwhile to the centre of influence of the referrer.
Through the last 20 years of my financial planning, there have been a number of times when the light bulbs turned on and you understand a concept. So talking to you and having spent 18 years asking for referrals and nothing happening, all of a sudden the light bulb did go off, and I could see that it wasn't about me. It wasn't about the bottom line of my company, and it was not about me selling myself to another professional in the process of getting new clients. Ultimately, it was about helping my clients.